Mr. Chairman. Ms. McCoy, I've heard from a lot of my constituents about the backlog problems in the Denver VA office, particularly on non-rating adjustment claims. VA's own Denver office numbers from last week peg the average days pending on non-rating claims at 384 days over a year, and that assumes that this data is reliable, something the IG is skeptical of based on reviews in the Denver office and elsewhere related to reports of data manipulation. One constituent was told the wait time may be 2 years simply to add dependents to her award, which means in the meantime her children are not eligible for dependent education benefits. Can you explain why some of these simple non-rating adjustments could take so long? It seems like more of a management issue than an IT issue, given the simplicity of many of them.
Congressman, I will speak on the non-rating element to the dependency, as you mentioned. So we have many different solutions for dependency, and it is our agency priority goal for FY 16 and 17. So we're putting in a more concentrated effort on resolving dependency claims. There is the rules-based processing system called RBPS. Veterans can file online, and about 65% of those go through and are automatically processed within just a day or two. So that is one solution.
So where would this 2-year wait come that this individual was told? Where would that come from?
So there are some situations where we have tried to put those through the RBPS system multiple times as we've added functionality. There are some instances where we're still looking for evidence or information. We are prioritizing.
Excuse me, let me go to the IG if I could. Mr. Aranti, I wonder if you could comment on this issue.
Yes, sir. I would suspect that this is a goal for VBA in fiscal year 16 and 17 because during the push to reduce the backlog, a lot of resources were moved to rate and process those claims. And in my written statement and my opening statement, we have seen, because of this shift in the reallocation of staff to work claims associated with the backlog, they've created backlogs in other areas.
So this is more of a management than an IT issue?
I absolutely believe so.
Okay. Thank you. According, Ms. McCoy, according to the September 14th, 2015 OIG report, cost for the development of VBMS increased from nearly $579 million in September 2009 to almost $1.3 billion in January 2015. And the IG attributed the cost increases to, quote, inadequate cost controls, unplanned changes in system and business requirements, and inefficient contracting practices, unquote. Those details sound an awful lot like the construction debacle we had in my district with the building of the hospital and the incredible cost overruns on that. Can you give us any specifics in terms of VA employees? First of all, who was in charge of the day-to-day oversight of the VBMS system, the development of this system?
So I would ask Mr. Schliessman or Ms. Bontempo to speak to that, since
who was in charge of it? That's why I just want the name of the individual.
So I am the director of the Veterans Benefits Management System Program Management Office. I work within the VBA chain of command.
Are you in charge? That's my question. Are you in charge?
In addition, I'm in
charge
on the business
Just tell me
side.
whether or not you're in charge of the day-to-day management of this development of this system. That's all I want to know.
On the business side. On the IT side, there are folks that are in charge of the day-to-day operations, and I'll defer to Mr. Schliessman to talk about the IT.
Yes, sir. I mean, sir, the scope changes we talk about, it's important to understand those are the deliberate decisions of the agency in support of the agency's priority goals. Those were determined by the Secretary on the needs of supporting the veteran.
Okay, I'm not going to get a clear answer here. Has anybody been disciplined? Let me put it this way. Can you tell me, has anybody been disciplined for what the IG's identified in terms of this incredible cost overruns and the mismanagement of the development of this system?
So again, sir, The cost overruns alluded to here, again, were deliberate decisions.
Can you tell me, has anybody been disciplined? I guess the answer is no. Is that correct? The fact that we've got these incredible cost overruns, mismanagement has been identified by the IG, and what you're telling me is nobody has been disciplined, which is really reflective of VA's culture of I think, in terms of just the bureaucratic incompetence. But let me, Ms. McCoy, as you know, there are not only a claims backlog where we. Okay, Mr. Chairman, I yield back. Sorry.